So, can you tell me about the time you first realised your hearing had become a serious problem for you?
Yes. Well, the first time I realised that my hearing was going was the telephone, which is probably a common thing. But I couldn't hear the ringing of the telephone. In those days, the telephone was in the hall.
Mm-hmm.
So they would say to me, "Telephone, Dad," and I have 3 daughters, so, and I used to go and answer it, and I didn't know until they said, "Telephone, Dad," and of course it was never ever for me, it was always for them. And that's the first time really that I realised that I was the high sounds. I was losing the high sounds, so I found myself at the doctor's, and then taking a hearing test, and then the hospital, and to see the doctor, see if there's anything amiss with my hearing physically, and then audiologists, and supplied with a analog hearing aid, one in the left ear. After that, so I found that I could manage with it, although everything was very loud. But then digitals were coming out, were going to be the saviour of everything. So I was supplied with 2, one from the left, one from the right, even though the hearing in my right ear was quite good. Anyway, it turned out not to be the saviour of digital hearing in my case, and so I was quite disappointed really, because my hearing wasn't all that good with it. It's just confusing, and it gradually got worse, and I was given what I considered in hindsight bad advice by one audiologist. She said that I wasn't persevering with it on a while because I kept saying it was too loud, and she kept saying I'm persevering them, so I tried it for 3 months, and I'm afraid it just got worse and worse, and people at work were just laughing, and because I got everything so wrong. And in fact, what I found afterwards was that my right ear had lost 70% hearing in my right ear, which had been good up to this advice. So I always considered that had made it worse by persevering when it was too loud. This went on with several hearing aids, digital hearing aids, trialling them, and them being tinkered with and altered and back and forth. So I knew that I was different to quite a lot of people that who seemed to be managing with them, and I wasn't. I joined a hearing forum, and that only emphasised it because everybody else in the room could hear with a loop system on, and I couldn't grasp it. So I stopped going there because it was a waste of time, because I couldn't hear